And welcome into Cullman Today. I'm Debbie Wood along with Jacqueline Schendel. She's here this morning representing the Better Business Bureau. And as always, she's got great info that we can all use. And I'm going to tell you what you had mentioned earlier before we got started this morning about smart TVs and webcams. I didn't have a clue.
Yeah.
But it makes me nervous.
Well, you know, a lot of people have gotten the new TVs for Christmas, okay, or maybe in the last few months, and maybe you don't even realize it, but usually there is now a little webcam on there, and if people...
Usually right in the center of the TV, isn't it, down low?
And mine, well, mine's right up top.
Oh,
mine's
is
on
it?
the very top
Okay.
of the TV. It may be located in different places depending on what kind of
TVs.
TV you
Okay.
have, but whenever you use a smart TV to browse the internet or connect through apps, scammers can take advantage of security holes to gain access to your device. On some of these TVs, the apps aren't as secure as those on your smartphone.
Oh, wow.
You know, our smartphones are really kind of neat. We are, especially if you have an Apple, we are finding out right now that the government can't even hack into them.
Sure.
Yay.
Yes.
But anyway.
We're glad of that.
Yes, I suppose. Once they hack your TV, scammers then have access to the camera and voice controls.
Okay.
Alrighty. They can use this to spy on your home. All right, or listen in on conversations. Now, isn't that kind of scary?
It's very scary.
Scammers can also gain access to information on the machines, such as usernames and passwords, or even computers on the same network. You know, nowadays we do so much on our smartphones and on our televisions.
And sometimes we use the same info.
Yes,
We don't need to.
That's exactly. So smart TV hacking isn't really a big issue yet, okay, so it's not a big problem, but as more people purchase these TVs, and the con artists are bound to find ways to use them to scam you.
Does it tell you how they go about doing that and what do we need to do to try to protect ourselves?
I've got some tips on how to keep your smart TV secure.
Good.
Okay, first of all, treat your TV like a computer.
Right.
Your smart TV is a computer, so use the same common sense you would for keeping your laptop safe or anything like that. So don't visit suspicious websites or click on suspicious links. There again, do the same thing with your phone. If you're not sure of it, just delete it.
Right.
Keep your TV system up to date. Manufacturers will do their best to patch security holes. System updates are annoying but vital for protecting your device. So if somebody sends you, the company sends you, an update, be aware of that.
Okay.
Use firewalls. Any device that connects to the internet should be guarded by a firewall, and your smart TV is no exception. Be sure to use your smart TV's built-in firewall settings and a router with an enabled firewall.
Okay.
And then secure your network. Be sure your home's wireless network is secure by having proper passwords and up-to-date software. And also watch the camera. Assume your TV's camera and microphone are turned on. If you're concerned, cover the camera with a piece of tape.
I was going to say, I'm going to put a piece of tape on mine. I'd already thought about that
That's
as you were talking.
exactly right.
You know, and most of that info, I mean, it's great info, but most of that info is way over the majority of our heads. I mean, we don't understand.
Right.
So I think another key also maybe is to change your passwords periodically, don't you?
Yes,
Sort of keep it
definitely.
and don't choose something that's so simple.
Right. Now, do I do that? Not always.
No, we don't have
I've got
time.
so many different passwords out there. It's
Right.
just so hard to keep up with everything. But that is very good advice. You really should try to change those passwords to
Periodically.
keep people guessing and stuff like that. And of course, if you want to learn more information about this, you can go to the Internet of Things, and that's on the National Cybersecurity Alliance. You
Okay.
can go to their website. You can also, of course, go to the BBB website, and on the top right-hand corner, there's something called BBB Scammer.
Okay.
There's information there about people that have been scammed, or if you want to report a scam.
Okay.
It's a great way for us to be able to track things that have happened, and keeps us kind of on top of things.
Sure.
So anyway, wanted to make sure that you knew about that.
Great information.
Yes.
Although it scares us.
Yes. And I did want to point out that we are going to have another Shred Day this year on Saturday, May the 7th. It's going to be at the King Edward Plaza.
Okay.
And it's going to be in the morning, I think from 9 until noon. I'm not 100% sure, but I'll get back with you before then about specific
Still do the
details.
drive-through where you don't have to get out of your vehicle?
It'll be a drive-through.
Awesome.
We'll have the shred for paper and electronics.
Okay.
We'll probably do the drug take-back again like we did last year, where the police department comes and actually takes up old prescription drugs. Maybe grandma died or passed away, and you've got all these prescriptions. What am I going to do with them? You know, that's for that. And probably also do food drive for Cullman Caring for Kids.
Okay,
You
awesome.
know, a great opportunity for people to give back. So.
May the 7th, that's on a Saturday. Put that on your calendar. I'll tell Jacqueline I've had friends already asked, when are you going to do that again? Because
Good.
they participated last year. I didn't, and I should have.
Yeah.
But let's talk about those electronics again a little bit in more detail.
Okay.
Because I know I've got laptops that no longer work. I have the big, what do they call them? The drive, the big.
Right, the monitors. Well, the monitor would be like their
the modems
yeah.
and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, the keyboard. Well, come on, give us a hint here. We're struggling.
In here, yeah.
But I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. So all of that, you know, we have before in the past. It's been several years, but actually thrown those in the garbage, and you shouldn't do that, folks.
No.
Because it has your information on there. And if somebody that knows what they're doing doesn't take the time to pull that info out of there, somebody else could find it. Now, the likelihood of that happening is not great. But this would be a great place to come and do
Yes, because they shred it. They get rid of it for you. Okay,
immediate.
they don't, and then they recycle the stuff. So it's a great opportunity to get
good.
rid of some things
And recycle.
Yes, and recycle. And the paper, I think last year we did over 4,000 pounds worth of paper and 500 and something pounds worth of electronics. So it's a good time to get rid of that kind of thing. And I'll have more details as we get a little closer as to exactly what you can and cannot bring. But it's just a drive through. I mean, how hard is that? Start collecting your stuff now, put it in the garage, and then when it comes time, just load it in your car and just drive
Bring
through.
it on down.
Yes.
So May the 7th, all right. Great info. Anything else coming up that we need to know about? I know you've got lots of things in the summer. You're very busy in the summer.
Yes, we have a fraud summit and health summit, fraud summit and health fair, but that's not until August. So
we'll talk
I won't
again.
touch on that just yet because that seems like that's way in the future.
Yeah, that's true, and it'll be here just like that.
I know.
All right, Jacqueline, always good to see you. Great info this morning. And if you need to, if you want to research it a little bit more in depth, go online to the Better Business Bureau website and check it out.
BBB.org.
That's right. Easy to find.
Yes.
All right, we'll be back with more right after this.